Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I value the process of going low so I can go high. And basically, this is a reminder that Scorpio is the time where we are called to go deep. This is where we're called to go to those places that we usually may avoid. But we got a Luce cat here. She doesn't often come on camera. That's nice. This is why we have Libra. Libra before Scorpio. Because that Libra energy reminds us that balance is important. That Libra energy reminds us, yeah, go there and then come up for air. Go to the shadows and then remember that you are light, okay? So we want to remember that in and through this energy. And I am definitely feeling this coming in. I have my little Pluto cat sitting with me. Cute. I think they're all a little bit jealous of the kitten, and so they're like, oh, the kitten sits on your lap, I'm going to come sit on your lap too. Anyway, so we have today, we're starting off with Mercury square Pluto. So we've been through this 2 other times. This is our 3rd pass of this as Mercury is direct. It's finishing up the process. It's about to move out of the shadow period. But as we make this acquaintance, especially in Scorpio, we may find that we go a little deeper than we had before. Now, I've been feeling this like incoming. So Joe has been in New York. He's processing his dad's passing. And oh my goodness, like, I think this is like the longest we've been apart since we've been together. But beyond that, like, it's just very quiet here. It's cold. It's getting dark early. And I'm finding myself feeling lonely. Now, I'm not a lonely kind of person, but I'm like feeling that. I'm like, oh, wow, lonely. And then, like, you know, all these other thoughts then stem from that energy. And that, for me, is like what I'm experiencing in this. And so I was like, oh, this Mercury Pluto. So I encourage you, if you're feeling something that's uncomfortable, whether it's lonely or not enough or there's a lot of stuff around worth and money coming up, whatever it is, be willing to go there. Be willing to be present with the part of yourself that is feeling what it's feeling. Be willing to go there. Be present with it. And then again, remember that you are light and you can shift this energy. So as we have Mercury square Pluto, even though Mercury in Libra is like, I just want the beautiful things, I just want it to be lovely, we still have to go and investigate these places. So go investigate and then find your rebalance. Fortunately, that is happening in the early part of the day, so hopefully we will wipe that part of the slate clean. But I will remind you, we are in the dark of the moon. We are building to a new moon on Thursday. So the dark of the moon has stuff for us to come and move through. Again, there's a little bit of a rebirthing process as this is going to be a Scorpio new moon, so see where it is that you have a part of yourself wanting and needing to be rebirthed. Moon in Libra is craving companionship and connection, though. So if you can hold some space for that, hopefully you can have some of that. Moon in Libra, speaking of, will be connecting to Saturn. Saturn in Aquarius, and Saturn in Aquarius is like, how can I show up for the community? So between Moon and Libra craving connection and Saturn and Aquarius being like, how do I show up for community? You may find a way. I may find a way. You may find me on Facebook Live pulling cards tomorrow. I've been promising to do that, and I realized I can't do live on my computer, but I can do it on my phone. So stay tuned. That could happen. Anyway, but how can you show up in purpose, on purpose, for your community, and again, in connection, lighting up connection for yourself? And we definitely have connection in the cards for sure. At the top of the cards, I have the compromise card. I always call it the don't compromise card. Today is not a day to compromise yourself out of these feelings. Like, again, if you're feeling lonely, that doesn't mean like go out and just connect with whomever. Although, if that feels aligned for you, go ahead and do that. But for me, you know, this is about being present with myself, and really what I've been really working is like Where is this seed coming from? And it's definitely inner child stuff, which I know is up in my chart. The benefits of being an astrologer, knowing your chart. Anyway, so be present for that, but don't compromise. Don't compromise yourself. And I love that I have the understanding card, holding space for understanding for yourself in and through this. That being said, I also have the awareness card for today. So as we move through these processes consciously, we will be creating understanding, and this understanding will be creating positive momentum. I do want to mention my 2 other cards. I do have the Thunderbolt card. So again, we are in this week of Dark of the Moon. Sometimes we have to face some energies that we don't necessarily want to face. So do be aware of that. We do have the shining light of Venus approaching galactic center. So there's beauty in holding space for this process, and also holding space for the incoming goodness that is coming for you. Like knowing that it is there, knowing that it is imminent. Be waiting for it. Be looking for it. Not waiting for it. Be looking for it, because it's here. I wish I had the ordinariness card, which is like, there is so much good around you. Hold space and look for that, because you will find something. I don't know what the right word is. The feeling is heart-touching. The feeling is heart-touching in there. You will find something reaching out to support you in and through this. So do be aware of that as Venus approaches galactic center energy. Final card that I didn't show. Oh, guidance. Speaking of reaching out and touching. Hopefully your guides are not doing that to you. But your guides are working to communicate with you in and through this as well, and help you move through these energies, help you move through these challenges. So especially if you're like, well, I'm feeling this thing, but I don't really know how to work through it. Listen. Take some time, listen, because your guides are wanting to connect to you, with you, in and through this energy. So, that is it for today. I meant to say at the beginning, eclipse readings are live. Book an eclipse reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. The eclipses are in the signs of Taurus and Sagittarius. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious.